Hi Taurus, welcome to How I Love Tarot. This is your last week reading, love reading, last week of September 2021 love reading. I have for you the King of Cups in the reverse, the Fool over here in the upright, King of Swords in the upright, Four of Cups in the reverse, Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Two of Cups in the upright position. Spirit, can you bring forward the information for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know? What will help Taurus this week? Taurus, you're feeling very lost and confused in regards to love. Here we have you in the King of Cups in the reverse position. Spirit, can you bring forward the energy here and give me more information? You're trying to shut something out of your mind, Taurus. You're trying to not, as much as you're kind of dwelling and looking at certain aspects in your love life, there is something here that you feel has come to a complete and utter abrupt end, or should. Spirit just threw that in. Or should. And we see you thinking as if it's all done, right? Very black and white energy in your thinking this week, Taurus. So there's something happening where you feel like things are out of balance. You don't want them to be out of balance. There is, Spirit, bring it forward clearly. King of Cups, the Fool, the King of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Bring it forward for Taurus. What is it they need to know? Spirit says you already know about all the confusion, all the turmoil, all the chaos, all the decisions. Spirit makes me feel here that you know what you need to do and you've procrastinated. Part of the procrastination is that you're trying to land on solid ground. And there is no landing on solid ground when it comes to love. When something has to happen, it has to happen. Love is not logical, is what Spirit is saying. Love happens when it happens. It doesn't happen in perfect timing. And so it makes, and this is the, whenever I pull this card here for you, Taurus, King of Swords, to me, the certain cards in this deck represent, even though technically they don't, but they represent certain zodiac signs. And whenever I get this card, King of Swords, this is your energy for me. This is that strong, beautiful Taurus energy that is very, very contemplative, very deep thinker, has a lot of wisdom, a lot of maturity, has a lot of forward thinking, and can integrate the past, present, and the future. So I see you kind of sitting here in this energy when you're out and about. Here you're out and about. Like if you look at that card, you're actually out and about. And that's why it kind of reminds me of you, Taurus, because that's your energy. Your energy is you can think clearly when you're in nature. You can think clearly when you're outside of the house. You actually cannot think clearly when you're surrounded by four walls, unless music is happening. I don't see you being able to think the way that you need to think, other than when you get out into the summit of a mountain, out in the outdoors with nature, feeling completely removed from the stresses that are going on in your environment and in your life. There's a lot of, I feel here, Taurus, that you feel like the bad guy in this situation. I feel like you have to bring things to a close, and you're not happy about that because you've been trying to pace yourself with it. You've been trying to move in a direction that would allow you to not hurt anybody, not hurt yourself in the process. So there's been a slowing down, very methodical, very cautious, tentative movement in how you want to move forward in love. But the problem is you're being faced with a dilemma where you feel that if you don't act, you're going to lose the love that you have. That's what this is. It's your black and white thinking. You're thinking that your life is so out of balance. There is somebody here. I can see it right here. There is somebody here. Even though this is the Fool card, the way it's surrounded by the King of Cups and the King of Swords here, it shows here that there is somebody that wants to take a leap of faith with you and wants you to move forward, and you're not moving forward because everything's so convoluted. There is such a lack of balance in your life. You can't figure out how to balance everything out. And all you can see every single time you look at these scenarios of, okay, maybe I do this, or maybe I do it this way, or maybe I do it that way. Every time you go into your head and you strategically plan how you want the outcome to look and how it would benefit everybody involved, all you can see when you do that is a lack of balance and a loss of love. So you're trying to hold on to everything. You're trying to maintain everything. You're trying to move through these decisions in a way that is going to help everybody involved. But what it's not helping is you, because the way it leaves you is empty. King of Cups in reverse. So in order for you to do this the way that you need to do it, to make these decisions in your environment, it's almost like you have to sacrifice love. And that's where you are this week. You're deliberating, do you have to sacrifice love? Now the Two of Cups, interestingly enough, flew out for you. It came out in the reverse position. Right here, this indicates love. This indicates you wanting to be in a partnership with somebody. And so right here, what we have is, it came out in the reverse position, and Spirit immediately had me flip it over to the upright position. And so Spirit is showing me here that you feel like everything is done. You feel like you cannot do wrong for doing right. Spirit is making me feel here that you can't get what you want and please everybody. No, Taurus, you can't. You cannot please everybody in the situation. And you know what? We're all responsible for our own happiness. And so you have to prioritize first children, if that's part of your scenario, and then you prioritize you. Okay, there is going to be collateral damage in this situation, and there are going to be people that feel like you should have chosen them, or you should be making a different decision. This reading is meant to help you. It's not meant to confuse you more. So in any situation, with any relationship, you must always put your children first. Always. And you have to do what is right for them and what will meet their needs. When you do that, you will always be able to sleep good at night for the rest of your life, because you know you did the best that you could. You know that you prioritize their needs. You prioritize what was important to them. Not necessarily important to them, but need, right? It's the need. What does the child need, or children need? Very different than what they want, right? So if you're in a situation here where, I don't know, there is people living in different places, you have got to understand, and you're dealing with different sets of children, you've got to understand who is the most vulnerable of those children, which is usually the youngest one or the one in the teenage years, right? It's usually those two components. And then if you're not dealing with children, you might be looking at a job situation or family situation. If you're looking at a job situation, that's next on the hierarchy of needs, right? It is, if you don't have money coming in, what the hell, right? Doesn't matter what, if you make the right decisions by the children, you've got to have money coming in. So this is where you're trying to balance everything out, and it's just, you just can't make it reconcile. You just can't balance out what needs to be done. So it feels like you're focused on so much, and the thing that you're letting go to make it all work is the one thing that you don't want to let go, and it's really thrown you into a lot of unhappiness in your thinking. Taurus, what do you do? Spirit, do you want to give me one more card? Let's help a Taurus out. What should Taurus do? Wow. Holy shit, Taurus. Excuse my French. I mean, excuse my language. What should Taurus do? Let go. Spirit is saying let go. Let go, let love. Let go, let love. Okay, so let's take a look at this picture. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in this shot right here, but let's just take a look at that picture real quick. So what Spirit is showing you, Taurus, is this. You think right now that there are, so if you look at the Six of Pentacles, right, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. The Six of Pentacles is in the reverse position, and it's all the things that you're trying to balance in your life or keep balanced, keeping all the balls in the air, keeping everybody happy, keeping everybody sweet, making sure that everybody's taken care of. But the advice from the spirit world is let go, let love. There are 1, 2, 3. There are 3 priorities here. And for some of you, that's what it means. There are 3 priorities. So that could be 3 children. That could be 2 children and you. It could be, I don't know, 1 child and 2 jobs, right? But that is 3 priorities. So the rest of it, you're going to have to let go. And look at what happens when you let it go. These represent people. These birds represent people, and people that you feel that you're spiritually responsible for. Look at what happens when you cut the strings. When you cut the strings to these people over here, they don't die. They don't drown. Guess what they do? They fly off and they find their own happiness. And so part of what you're trying to do is stop any type of unhappiness. But like I said at some point in the reading, everybody's responsible for their own happiness at the point that they become an adult. And in your 20s, I mean, you spend your entire 20s trying to figure out who you are. And then, you know, happiness is a lifelong process of experiences, of kind of process of elimination. And so it's not a matter of just, you know, a straight line and everything, you know, you make this decision and then that decision and then this works out and then you'll do it this way. That is not how this goes. You're gonna have to let some of it go. But what Spirit is showing me here is what you're letting go is going to cause you the greatest amount of harm, because what you're letting go is you're letting go of love right here. You're letting it go. And so what you're doing is you're sacrificing yourself. You're becoming the martyr. And I don't know your situation, Taurus. For everybody, it's different. But like I said, Spirit is making me say how to prioritize things so you come out of the confusion. If there are adults involved, like family members that are adult or about to be adult, they have their own lives, they have their own dreams. And you're spinning your wheels trying to figure everything out and make everybody happy, but they're not thinking the way that you're thinking. They're just not. What you think is going to bring them happiness may not bring them any happiness at all. What you think that they need may not be what they want at all. Just like we all are born with something within us of striving to move forward. And the only way that we learn is through adversity. And here again, I get this kind of bad guy kind of vibe about you. You got to take care of yourself, Taurus. You've got to take care of your own happiness. But most of all, if you're confused, you got to take care of the child or the children, and you got to prioritize who has the greatest need. After you've done that, it is simultaneously, it's your job. It's the money that's coming in. After you take care of that, then everybody else you have to let go. And you have to just be okay that there's going to be anger. There's going to be tears. There's going to be hurt and pain. There's going to be people disappointed in you, especially if this is what you always do, right? If what you do is put other people's needs in front of your own, that's why you're in the position that you're in, because you're constantly putting people's needs in front of your own without taking care of your own needs. And in this case, it shows love, right? What you're letting go of is love. So this situation, it looks like is still a possibility, whatever the hell this is. Because this is you not doing this on your own. God, you're so forlorn, Taurus. Bloody hell. You're so forlorn. You're so lost. You're so weary from this journey that you've been on. But it's going to get better, Taurus. It's going to get better. Choose love. I mean, obviously, if you have children, you are choosing love. But if, you know, don't deny yourself love. You can put it on hold, but don't deny yourself it. And find a way to make it happen. Again, we're all adults. We're all responsible for ourselves unless there is a dire need and we are, you know, disabled or something like that, or we are impaired in some way and we need help. But that's a whole other story. I can go into a whole bloody lecture about that, Taurus. Taurus, I'm sorry that things are rough for you right now. It feels like you need to get out in nature and you will have clarity right here. That's what Spirit just ended with. Get out in nature, find yourself, find your center. Everything will work itself out. This Two of Cups here, whoever this is that you're thinking about, it's not gone. It's just that you're thinking in extremes right now and you're very confused. But this situation here is not gone. It's not lost. All right, Taurus. Keep your chin up. I will talk to you soon.